Hello, bonjour. Je fais ça pour une amie aujourd'hui. Doing this for a friend. I've got to get the lighting. I don't know. Something must be up with my camera because I can see it, but I can't see it when I'm doing it. So here we are, warming up for a little kettlebell flow. Yes, I was still chilly in my studio. The heating is on, but these are big old beach houses. Once it gets to -1 or -2, it's not like warm. So here's another favorite. You keep your bum up. You do it for as many times as you hold it the first time. I'm just doing it in 5s because I'm doing it for someone who's just starting. So why not start this video? There we go. Bringing in your feet. Breathe in, breathe out. Remember, you are zipping up. Very important. You want to learn more about the connections? You can have an online lesson with me, like this person did, because they're in London and I'm in France. So I like to do a little bit of this to warm up. Now I've still got nasty cyst behind my knee. Le kyste est toujours là, alors je fais attention. You're going to see I cannot straighten my legs. Now you know, if you've watched me, that you straighten and lengthen. That's what helps you pull in and tighten the whole of your body. And don't forget to breathe to the side, rond de jambe, and up to use your bum. You can point or flex your foot. It's what feels good. This is elbow, wrist, and out. I didn't show the other bit because my leg gave out, me forgetting about my cyst. So let's see it better on the other side. Now this flow, you can actually do it 2 or 3 times. And then I will put up one that I did earlier or a few years earlier. Let's say before my op, maybe. This is hard. You can keep your leg bent if it's not ready to stretch yet. I don't want you hurting anything. So breathing in and breathing out. Rond de jambe. That's why you can see my supporting leg is a little bent. So bring it, and then you can decide. Walk your feet, your hands to your feet, and rolling up. Now, this is so you learn the placement for your kettlebells. Ça, c'est pour apprendre le placement pour les kettlebells. Mais en même temps, c'est aussi un superbe exercice. On peut aller jusqu'à 4, 5, 6 kilos. Là, j'ai juste pris, c'est juste 2 kilos là. Ça dit 3, peut-être 1 kilo, 1,5 kg, it's 3 pounds, 3 livres. Alors, pensez, where are my ribs? Où sont mes côtes? Où sont mes omoplates? Si vous tirez trop les côtes et vous les laissez aller, vous allez cambrer le dos. Il faut la résistance entre les omoplates et vos côtes. Think of the resistance between your lateral breathing using your ribs and your shoulder blades. So because I'm doing this for a friend, I know that people watching this know their Pilates connections. They've also maybe trained with me. I've been doing this specific kind of training that I put together after my car accident. Well, after I was hit by a car when I was on my little motorbike. I have a lot of metal, not only in my head now, but in my leg and my foot, my ankle. They redid it. So up, I'm just showing the sideways view of this exercise. There I was hoping that I was still in view. So there you breathe in. Breathing out, there's a resistance going. No, I went the wrong way. Oh dear. Breathing in and breathing out. So, and again, so going towards here. Don't go too far, and I've kept it to the 4 kilo. Because I danced too much on Saturday. My knees are hurting me because I just pogoed the night away. So here we go, breathing in when you go here and breathe out when you go up. It is the opposite that they tell you to do in kettlebells, but this is kettlebells the Pilates way and with ballet. Always thinking of where are my shoulder blades, aligning yourself because the side without the weight is going to want to pull away, go towards the back. Don't let it. You are holding on to your center. Breathe in, breathing out, and keep going. Think of pulling up and in. Don't let that stomach go. The fact that you are holding on to those connections and breathing means that you actually lose centimeters or inches. It's up to you. Now, the more repetitions and the smaller the weight, that's good for losing weight and cardio, but you will still get the cardio. And if you want to build muscle like me, I use the 6 and 8 kilo kettlebell. So there, your shoulder blades are in place. Everything is working. You're pushing your hips forward, knee to the back. That's working. Or both knees a little bit there. And here we go. A little bit at the back. Let's work those triceps. Breathing in and out. Now, naturally, I'm a little bit curved in my lower back. And scientifically, we've realized that when you take an x-ray of someone like me, as long as they're pulling in, zipping up, I'm actually in neutral inside. Breathe in here and step and breathe out. So straight to the front and then just that little twist, pulling out of your hips. Breathe in, breathing out. Don't let the shoulder blades go. Keep the tip of your shoulder blades down. A little bit round and here. It feels like, I always call it flamenco. And here we got a little flamenco move. Probably isn't. Breathing in and breathing out. It's like having a personal trainer. A personal trainer is there, or your ballet mistress or master, hitting you with a stick, or just like touching, going, pulling up, shoulder blades down. If you watch a ballet class, the professionals, you will see that they are still being told, pull up, pull in, shoulders down, lengthen, elbows up when it comes to the arms. So here, it's a little bit more explosive, and you can go on demi-pointe or not. I'm trying to get my strength back, so I am, but you can stay flat-footed. And as I said, because I see out of one eye, and I can, apparently they told me yesterday, that's it, it's never going to get any better. So, but I'm still happy I see a little bit out of my left, but they go, that doesn't count for anything. I went, well, it counts for me, because before it was black. So, but it does affect your balance. And as this happened in winter 2019, it took so long. I was misdiagnosed so many times, and it ended up being none of those things. Pulling up, pulling your tights up. So here, breathe in, breathing out. And finally, I went to see the eye clinic in Bordeaux, Thiers. That's a private clinic. And right away, they said MRI. It's not macular degeneration. You've barely got any cataracts. And yes, they seem to have gone. So, get loads of opinions. And that's when they found my 2 big aneurysms. I'd been walking around like a ticking bomb. Now, this is very important. I don't round your back, or you will feel it at the top of your trapezius, which will be your neck and shoulders. That means you've rounded your shoulders. Pull out of your hips, stay nice and straight, and keep bending down. It's to do with the length of our limbs. So make sure you are working properly according to the length of your limbs. Weirdly, ballet dancers, just a little bit of trivia here, have short femurs and longer the calf bones compared to like a model where you're looking for a long femur. But long femurs, you're not as good at dancing. It's harder to work with a long femur. But you can have legs just as long, but they're longer at the bottom, shorter in the femur. A bit like an ostrich. Now I'm showing this side on. I like this one. It's my exercise. I made it up. So it works the back of your legs. Now I would say pull up those quadriceps, lengthen, but right now I can't. So maybe my knees will always say a little bit micro bends now. But I'm being very careful, but I think it's due to the operation, and it takes a while. It took just nearly a year to get better. And I did keep exercising and teaching, but it took a long time. During that time, I lost a lot of muscle because I'm 61. And that's because I'm hypermobile. There was nothing to control my hypermobility. And then you start getting little boo-boos. So just keep going. And if you can watch, there's Davina McCall, who just had a benign brain tumor removed and is back getting fit. Look her up. She's fabulous and an inspiration. Right, I'm going to carry on. Maintenant, je vais peut-être parler un petit peu en français, but as I'm doing this for an English friend, c'est un petit flow que j'ai mis pour une copine qui fait des cours en ligne avec moi depuis Londres. Alors là, elle a dit, mais quelque chose, fais-moi un flow que je peux faire tous les jours ou tous les 2 jours. Moi, je préfère tous les jours. Et vous pouvez le répéter 2 ou 3 fois. Voilà, back to the swing. I always think add a swing in the middle and that's your rest. You don't stop. So, how to find your pelvic floor. Stick your bum out and you can feel it. Ta-da! And then you're using it here. Lots of fun. I'm turning my legs in a bit. So getting up, I'm being careful of the back of my legs. Breathe in, breathe out, push your bum out, and you should feel your pelvic floor. Poof! And you can suck your thumb because that makes you feel your pelvic floor as well. Breathe in, breathing out, rolling down. And here is my favorite. You can do this avec des poids. You can do it with weights. I use 2 kilos. Right now I'm not because of the cyst of the back of my leg. But I would say start with 2 pounds. Always slightly turned out ballet way. And also, that's what Joseph Pilates found. If it's slightly turned out, it's a lot better for your hips. So here we go. You're trying to think opposite hip to opposite rib. Now, you know about the rib and hip connection, of course. Vous savez tout sur the rib and hip connection. Je ne peux pas le dire en français, je ne sais pas comment. Oh. Et là, c'est les côtes opposées les os de l'anche opposés. Et là, c'est comme si on ne se tire pas par l'épaule, mais par les petits muscles qu'on vient de travailler sur les côtés. Breathe in, breathing out, lengthen, slightly turn out. And when you get to here, do splits. This is where you got splits without pushing your lower back on the floor. Think sacrum. And that's what's going to pull your tummy in, right? So don't arch, don't push your lower back. You don't want to harden a lump. So make sure your sacrum is touching the floor and not your lower back. And there, if you hear clunking in your hip, don't go as far down. That's all. And hold on. I've just taught very heavy socks. And here, somebody's got me by your little finger and is pulling you. And you're trying to get to that opposite hip, rib to hip connection. Little bridge, which I still can't do much. God, those little cysts are awful. And rolling up. And there you go. Now, little classic clam, or because I live in a place where we're really big for oysters, we'll call it the oyster. Now, this is just a little way to just find your glutes if they've been getting lazy, which can happen. So you've got that upper leg working, and you make sure you touch the ankle. Connections are so important. So here we go. Don't sit on your shoulder. Don't pull cette capsule. Il n'y a pas beaucoup, alors il faut s'en occuper. C'est les muscles, les obliques qu'il faut travailler. Keep your weight over your hands and just lift, just to feel where you should be. And then you can start, when you've pushed your hips forward and up, do the clam or do the oyster. So you're here and breathe in now, breathing out. And just again, slowly breathing in, breathing out, whip it around. Do that little exercise to find your glute. So foot touches the ankle of the opposite, or the leg underneath, and you just open and close, just to wake up those glutes, all 3 of them. So I'm going to show you, because what you end up doing, obviously, when you get to advanced, is you're actually on your hand and both legs are up. Here, like that. Voila. So back to our little exercise. And again, please do this flow at least twice. And if you're feeling good, 3 times. And don't forget to stretch afterwards, which I haven't put on, but I will put one of my favorite stretches. I am sorry, my hair is not a winner at the moment. I'm looking like a 70s or 60s Eastern European gymnast. And I'm actually 61, so it's just very sad. Well, I didn't know what to do with my hair. Have a lovely, lovely day. And to the person who's doing this,